Hey, it's Molly from Bump Birth and Beyond, and today's video is a pregnancy yoga flow designed to help relieve back pain. Coming down into a tabletop position, please feel free to bring as many props, bolster, cushions, blankets near you as possible. We're going to start with our knees slightly wider than hip width, drawing the glutes right back towards the heels, coming into that lovely extended child's pose. So this position in itself can be a lovely way to release the back, releasing that weight and pressure that's been on the back and the pelvis all day, relaxing the forearms down, the forehead into the earth. But just being mindful if you struggle with any kind of heartburn here, you can keep the wrists stacked on top of each other, or you could use the bolster to give yourself a little bit of extra height. Whatever position you choose, just tuning into the breath here. And really using the exhale, thinking of the back, allowing the back to sink. Let the earth just absorb your weight. Letting baby just hang there in that lovely space between the knees. Maybe you want to take the pelvis from side to side, nice and slowly. And just keep tuning into that felt sense of the breath. And then finding some stillness. If the forearms aren't out in front of you, bringing them there. It's just drawing the body forwards. Squeeze through the core to push up into that tabletop position. So in pregnancy yoga, trying to keep the wrists slightly further forward than the shoulders, knees stacked beneath the hips, but then at the edges of the mat. So starting with one of the hips, start to draw the circles and really tune into the back there, taking the circles nice and slowly. This in itself is a great way to relieve back pain. I'm going to put it together with another few movements for you, but keep changing the direction of the circles, offering that pelvis some extra mobility, keeping those supporting muscles of the pelvis and the back nice and supple, helping to release any kind of tension or trapped energy that might be there. Close the eyes if you'd like to, really tune into that. You can even bring the shoulders and the head into it if you tuck the chin towards the chest. Think of increasing the size of those circles. You don't have to follow any breathing pattern. Just observing what feels good, moving in the way that feels good for you and your baby and your back. And then nice and slowly we're going to draw those glutes back towards the heels. Lovely, we're going to work on just getting a little bit of a stretch through the spine. So with the forearms down on the ground, as we inhale, draw forwards like we did at the start. Squeezing through the core, push up onto the hands, just into tabletop there. As we exhale, we want to get as much of a curve through the spine here as possible. So tuck the chin towards the chest, really round that tailbone, tucking it under, pushing the earth with the hands. Feel that stretch running through the spine up into the shoulders as the glutes come back towards the heels. And then nice and slowly again, inhale on the forearms, draw the body forwards. Exhale, chin to chest, rounding through the spine. Inhale again, drawing the body forward, squeeze through the core, push up to the hands. Again, really thinking about the back, tucking the chin to the chest at the top part of the movement here. Drawing the glutes all the way back nice and slowly, getting as much of a stretch through the spine as we can, sinking the glutes back towards the heels. And then on an inhale, drawing forwards again, push up towards the hands. This time we're going to bring in some more of those lovely pelvic circles. So keep the spine moving in one direction, and then we bring the circles back in. A lovely way to get the energy and any tension moving around the back, but then also giving the circles a chance to keep that energy moving. So rather than it getting stuck somewhere else in the back, keep breathing, again tuning into the body, the breath, your baby. Maybe it feels good just to do half of the circle around the back body. Or maybe you're struggling with tightness and tension on one side and just rocking the pelvis from one side up and down. Really tuning in, just listening to whatever it is that you need right now. And then nice and slowly sink those glutes back towards the heels again. Coming to a rest here, even if we are using the props, any blanket or bolster, trying to deepen that stretch through the spine, drawing those shoulders up as we walk the fingertips away from the body. And then nice and slowly, we're going to come back up to tabletop. This time we're going to tuck the toes under. I want you to keep a bend in the knees. We're going to come to downward facing dog, but really thinking and focusing on the top part of the body, so just the torso. So tuck the toes under, push the earth away with the hands. You can keep a bend in the knees there, but just really thinking, and again, keep those feet slightly wider than hip width if we need to. Just really, really thinking about pushing the earth away with the hands and feeling that stretch deepen through the back. Keep breathing here. You can keep the heels moving if you'd like to. Keep working on the hamstrings at the same time, but we're really thinking about the back. And then nice and slowly, we're going to squeeze through the core, draw back into that tabletop position. And again, take the knees slightly wider than hip width, big toes together, and draw some more of those lovely pelvic circles. Keep breathing, again, tuning in. Do these circles feel different to the ones you did at the start? Where are they offering you the most release? And then finding some stillness here through tabletop. Bring the knees in from the edges of the mat. We're going to come over into a seated position. So you could just take the feet to one side, knees to one side, and then draw the legs back around. Again, just being mindful of keeping that length through the spine. Maybe you want to keep the hips propped up on a blanket or a bolster. Just finding some comfort here. Bringing the hands onto the knees. Similar to how we were just doing our pelvic circles, we're going to do them seated now. So drawing the torso forwards and coming over to one side. Again, thinking of that range of movement, tuning into the back, especially the lower back here. Maybe again, one side is offering you a bit more release than the other. Keep it moving and taking it to the other side. And then finding some stillness again there in the center. Bring that length through the spine. Keep lifting through the crown of the head. As you inhale, take those fingertips up towards the sky. As we exhale, bring one hand onto the knee and one hand behind. Turning through baby ribs and chest, coming into that seated spinal twist. As we inhale again, reaching up. Exhale, take it down the other way. Try and take that gaze round, keep that length through the spine. Keep it moving breath by breath. If there's any kind of tugging or pulling across the abdominals, you can just gently release the twist. Don't want to encourage that. If it feels good, you want to take it further, you can use that hand on the knee and the gaze to try and deepen that twist slightly. Last time either side. Inhale, arms coming back through the center. Finishing with our 3 breaths.